Hey guys, welcome back to another Elden Ring video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get inside Raya Lucaria Castle. From this lake-facing cliffs side of Grace, you're just going to want to immediately head down this path. If you have already found this way, you can skip ahead to this point in the video. From this side of Grace here, I would recommend coming and talking to this neutral merchant and buying the lantern here. The lantern is super helpful. Instead of taking up a slot for a weapon, you can just hook it to your belt and it'll light up the area just as well as a torch would. It's about almost 2,000 runes, but I think it's well worth the purchase. Once you've got that side of Grace down, just head pretty much basically just north and try not to get hit by these enemies. You're going to want to follow this path, and the map will be right here. If you run through those enemies there, you should be able to grab it just fine, and then you're going to want to keep heading north. For all of you who don't know, spamming the right button, the farthest right button on your controller, or on PlayStation O, is the fastest way to traverse with Torrent in the game. There's a lot of stuff out here in the Liurnia lakes that are good to explore, so if you see something along your way that you'd like to go just look at, and see some enemies you might want to try and kill, feel free to. You're always able to come back to this video. Once you get out into this more open area, be careful of these massive crabs because they can hit you with things pretty far away. So you're going to be wanting pressing O a lot around here. And there should be a site of Grace right around here. I'm not sure exactly where it is. Oh, it's right here, yeah. And you just wanna grab this Grace real fast. See how beautiful this game is. That beautiful mountain. And see the Grace is pointing in this direction. You're just gonna wanna keep going in this direction because Liurnia is a pretty big biome. That does mean it has a lot of stuff in it to find and look at. So I would definitely recommend, once again, just looking around in this area and exploring when possible. Right around here, you're going to see that up there's a golden seed, which I would definitely consider grabbing because that can be used to upgrade your flasks. But once you've got that, I would head this way and you'd pull up right here. And there's a few enemies right around here. Running past them shouldn't give you any problems whatsoever. Running this path, especially on Torrent, shouldn't give you any problems. And there will be a site of Grace right up here for you to reach. You are not quite over yet though, because when you run up here, you'll see that there's a character with an item on it. And that item is a map for a key used to unlock, or just basically get through that gate. You're going to need to go to a location on the map that doesn't exactly show you on the map in the item you get. So it's a little bit hard to find without using some sort of guide. So I'm just going to show you how to get there right from the site of grace you got to. And then you won't have to run this path again. You'll be able to teleport right back to the grace at the tower. If you just follow this way that I'm going here, you'll loop around the side of the castle and head towards the northwest when you can. There is a boss guarding the key. However, the boss is not required, although, like most things in this game, it's good to get experience, and if you want, you can just try him out. I believe there's a Stake America right by him, so if you die, you'll be able to just try again. Get your runes or whatever. Just keep going this direction, taking the beautiful sights, try not to get killed, maybe explore a little around in this area. And then back here, through all this stuff, you'll see this rock jutting out of the land, or out of the water. And right over here, there will be a sleeping dragon. You're able to just run right around the dragon, and back here in this corner, there will be an item on this guy here. Pick it up, and you'll get the academy key. If you want to fight him, which I recommend, you can just stay here and fight him after getting the key, or you can go ahead and just run back right the way you came until you can teleport to the south Raya Lucaria gate, the site of grace. Once getting back here, we're going to just want to run up to this, I'm not exactly sure what it's called. It's called a seal. Yes, that's right. And once you have the key, you should be able to just step right through it. There will be another site of grace on the other side, just so you don't have to go through the seal every time you want to get into Raya Lucaria. And you can grab that. Also, there's using this seal is the best way to get to this area of the map, which we will need to use later in the game. And also, going that way on your horse will lead you to another golden seed, which is very useful to upgrade your flasks. Once you want to go on the or up to Raya Lucaria and fight the fabled sorceress who rules the castle, you're just going to want to go up this lift. And this is personally one of my favorite dungeons in the entire game. There's tons of cool secrets to find here, but it is a little bit hard to navigate if you don't know exactly where you're going. So that's what I'm here for. And just once again, I would 100% recommend going on your own path and finding your own way if you don't get lost. But I'm just here if you do get lost. And even if you're not going to get lost, definitely find your own way. Right here, this door will be closed, but you will have invulnerability frames while you are opening it. And then I would just run this path and run to this site of grace, and you might die here, might not, but if you rest at that site of grace and get back up, the enemies won't be there. Just run this direction when you're ready, and there's a lot of guys running around in here with who you can kill for some runes. I think there's a couple items back there, but when I'm going quickly, I just like to run through. Right here, there's a pretty fun summon to use. If you just drop off this edge here and then run up, the summon should be right here. And then there's two people that you should probably just kill up here. Oh, never mind, the item's right there, the ashes. The ashes are very useful to use. If you don't know how to use the ashes, you can look back at my first video where I show the best ways to get started in Elden Ring. Anyways, if you're just trying to get straight to the boss, this is the way I would go. There's also a fun little boss fight right back there. It's very minor, gives you a cool item, but if you really want to just get to the boss, this is the way I would go. Riding this lift all the way down to the bottom, so just staying on it and not getting off where I'm showing you, which is right here, will lead you to an exciting place that will I mean, it'll have some items down there, and it's a good way to get to Volcano Manor in the later game, if that's what you want to do. But anyways, you'll get to this site of grace, which is the next site. This is the last site of grace you'll see for the first boss fight, the first real boss fight in this dungeon. You're going to want to just, if this is a good area to explore, because there's a lot of enemies in here and there's some cool secrets. But if you want to get straight to the boss, you're just going to want to do what I do. Just kind of run straight past all these enemies, recover your stamina here, keep sprinting this way, take a hard right, they won't be able to hit you. And then right up here should be the boss door. And you will fight the Red Wolf of Radagon. The Red Wolf of Radagon does not have too much health, but he does do a lot of damage, so you got to be careful with that. I recommend using a fast weapon and something that does, or at least something that does a lot of damage that's fast, like a katana, which is what I'm using here. Anyways, once you've beat Red Wolf of Radagon, if you haven't yet, I would pause the video and then come back later. Make sure you're all leveled up, you've used all your runes just for precautions, and then you're going to want to run this way to get to the real boss of this area. In this section here, there's a lot of stuff to find. Going up that direction will lead you to tons of items, tons of awesome experiences. So if I were you, I would take a little bit and just explore all the different places in this area. But the way to get to the boss, once again, is what I'm showing you. So you're going to want to run just along this right edge. There shouldn't be enemies that'll bother you. And jump onto this little platform here. When you're first getting here, there will be a giant ball rolling down. See? And you're going to want to run to the right and then to the left. And it shouldn't be able to hit you as long as you stick to this left edge. There's also some cool stuff in this area. And you're able to go up and kill the guy who pushes out the balls so that you don't have to deal with that if you want. So yeah, this area is also really cool. But there's a little bit of a hard enemy here that can parry you and riposte you and basically just kill you in one shot. So you're gonna either want to fight him straight up and kill him, which will be kind of annoying, but he will stay dead. Or you can bait him down into here, just kind of wiggle around here, and he might hit on accident and fall in. Or you can make him go up on the lift, and he might die of fall damage. There's a few ways to kill him that are cheesy, but I like combat in this game, so I would recommend just trying to fight him straight up, and it'll give you some good experience for the game. But once you've beat him, and you've come up here, you want to make sure you have all your flasks, all your health, and you're going to want to enter in here. I don't want to spoil the boss fight, because I think this boss fight is really fun. But if you really need help with the fighting the boss that is there, I could make a guide on that soon. I'd just like to see something like that in the comments. But thank you so much for watching, and this is how to basically beat the Raya Lucaria Legacy Dungeon. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day.